Hello Taurus, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Just noticed the sun. I hope it's not going to be a problem. I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. They say that, and then the, wait a minute, let's move this over. And give me 1 second. See if I can block this out just a little bit. I don't know if that's going to really do us any good, but let's at least try. Okay. Smack, smack, smack. Alright, there's a lot of cards here. Taurus. The situation feels like it's... when we're coming into this moment, it's already in a spot of questioning where to go next, but still on a stable path. So when we're coming into this, you might have been a part of this, you might not have been. It's kind of here nor there. The situation itself already has a stable path. It's already going in a stable direction. It seems very defined, this is where we're going, this is how it's playing out. And the Two of Pentacles is saying some choices are coming up. There's a fork in the road, but the way these two cards feel together, it's coming up down the way. It's almost like you're driving down the road, you're seeing the signs, and you're thinking, well, it's X amount of miles to the next town. When I get to that town, I need to either go this way or that way. But it's a ways down there, and you have more than enough time to plan it out. Let's just do it that way. But you're very happy. The whole situation is going very well. Romance is on the, right here with it. Everything seems to be working very well. Everything is smooth. I think it's funny how sometimes the sun doesn't come out until you turn on the camera. Apparently that's the trick to that. So if you're having a cloudy day and you want some sun, just get a camera out and turn it on and the sun will come out, just so you know. You are viewing the situation as the Four of Wands. Now this is a very much stable, this is a lot of times a contract card. I'm noticing that more and more lately. But it's like you're locked into the situation. You feel very stable. You have your own personal responsibility. Like you're committed to it. I think that's what I'm looking at. You're very committed. This is a very strong commitment card. It doesn't have to be an actual, contract, but you're committed. Very committed to it. It seems like at the point where it's deciding when we get to this juncture in the road, which way will we go, at that point you're very committed, you're very stable, you seem very comfortable. Very comfortable. Now, the thing that kind of throws things a little bit funny is what I'm getting here, this decision coming up. This decision is telling me when it finally comes forward, like I feel like people are preemptively moving towards the direction they're going to choose. They have a long time to actually choose before they get to that town coming up and the road goes this way or that way. But they're deciding ahead of time. And for example, if it's like you're heading west, directly west, and it's either north or south, which way you're going to go, they're deciding north. So they're starting to actually change the path. They're changing the course, and they're already going north, so they can, like, instead of going all the way there and then going north, they're kind of already like going that way. They're going to meet up with it up there, and they're moving ahead of time. They're moving ahead of schedule. I feel like when I get the Six of Cups here, it's kind of like looking back, they feel like they could have made better decisions if they had more time. Ironically, they're feeling like they could make up time by kind of like shortcutting this. So I feel like it's making up time. Which is, I mean, the Six of Cups is a history card, I'll give you that. Usually it's a history card. But it's almost like looking in the past here. I feel like it's looking in the past and saying, if we just kind of moved a little quicker on some of these decisions, we would have had extra time to do what we want. So how about this time, we'll shortcut this a little bit. That way we save some time and we can make out in the long run. This is a victory for the situation itself or for the people making the decision. At this time, it's a victory. You don't like it. The Three of Swords is telling me you like that time to think things over. You like that time to wonder if, like, is this better, is that better, to add up your options. If we go south, we got this. If we go north, we got this. You know, you like to look through options. You like to consider things and, like, mull it over. You don't like quick decisions like this is what I'm getting. If this is really hitting, at least in this arena, you don't like quick decisions. And to you, it feels like something that didn't have to be made a split decision on was forced into a quick decision. I don't feel you like it. When it happens, I don't feel you like it. The situation seems to see it as a victory. Now, where is this going is a good question. We're going to keep going forward because I'm trying to jump ahead. I'm like, is this going good or not? Because I'm not even sure yet. The Eight of Swords pops in next. They're moving ahead of time. They're going the way they want to go. The Eight of Swords is the card that's popping up here. What I'm getting from this, for example, they're already moving in a direction. They've already kind of chose north, so they're shortcutting to north. All these opportunities that are in the south, they're seeing all these opportunities going south, that now it's like, oh boy. So if we want that, we have to abandon north, but we have to also kind of backtrack a little bit. I feel like there's backtracking here. Because of the backtracking, I feel like they're continuing north. They're continuing the same way they were going. So the other direction looks like it might have been a better choice, but at this point, because of how it will put things behind schedule and how it will backtrack things, I feel like the situation is staying, whatever the shortcut route is, they're staying with the shortcut. They're not veering back, they're not backtracking. I'm getting the divine guidance with the Nine of Wands here. This is a new learning opportunity, and I get that. But divine guidance here is saying this might actually be the better choice in the long run. There definitely were opportunities the other way that maybe look a little bit better, but maybe this quick decision actually shortcutted you out of a bad decision. It might actually serve you in the long run. I'm getting divine guidance in the Nine of Wands. It's like right now you're not going to be able to see the payoff to this decision, but I'm getting divine guidance as saying this time, this may work out quite well. I feel you communicating, because you got the King of Swords here, I feel like you're communicating exactly how you feel about the shortcut decision. I feel you talking about the opportunities. I feel like the other direction is more something you would have preferred. I feel you talking this out with some people, whatever that is, and I feel the burdens here on the other side. Like, between the two of you, it's kind of an open space. This is just conversation. You're telling where you feel, you're telling your truth. How you see it, how the shortcut choice was a bad idea, how, you know, the time to mull things over is important, and this is not a smart way to run things. You don't like how it happened, and you're just giving your 2 cents about it. The other side, I'm getting the Ten of Wands, kind of like they feel pressure, like they should have made the other decision, but they're also kind of like it's too late to go back, it's too late to backtrack. But you're definitely being heard at this point. You're being heard, and I'm seeing like where that King of Swords energy leads you to is the Hanged Man, which basically it's a card in transition. For right now, your words they're not falling flat, but they're not being acted upon. Your opinion, your view of the situation is going to have more value down the road when the next type of situation like this comes up. You might be considered more or might be listened to more. But for right now, while you're going through the Hanged Man, it's just like it feels like nothing is really happening. It's just, for right now, your words aren't having an effect right now. They're more impactful. Well, they're impacting right now, but they're more going to have a return later. Now, I really feel like whatever the shortcut direction was that was chosen, I feel like you're coming to a truce, and you're just kind of like, well, this direction was chosen. I just kind of have to go with it. The other side feels like they don't want to talk about it anymore, but I feel like you're working together with whoever you have to deal with, and you're making it a victory, Whatever direction was chosen, there are opportunities there. You're going forward with those opportunities. You're letting go of what you preferred. You're letting go of like how it should have gone, and you're just kind of like, let me just lock in and just deal with what's here, because this is what we chose. This is what was chose anyway. There's problems here. There's definitely problems. This is in the environment. This is not what's happening between you and this other side, if it's a person or a group of people. It's not what's happening between you. It's not you. It's like that, whoever this person is or that group of people, there's discord within that situation. You might be dealing with a couple people. I feel like a lot of you are. And I feel like there's kind of like infighting here. People, you know, saying this was wrong, that was wrong, this is how we should have done it, this is what we did, this is why we did it, you said this, you said that. I just feel a lot of infighting. If it's one person you're dealing with, I feel like they're dealing with inner conflict. They don't like the choice they chose. They still want to kind of change direction and go the other way, but at this point it's so far down the line, it's really not an option. So if it's just one person, there's a lot of inner conflict. The reason justice is here, the inner conflict, whether it be a group of people or one person, whichever it is, justice is coming forward saying you will be more listened to. I feel like you're going to be approached next time for how you feel, for what you're seeing, for what you think. Because I feel like whoever this may be, or however that goes, one or more people, they're realizing that they really probably should have touched base with somebody else who had a difference of opinion. I almost feel like maybe you were skipped over and not asked your opinion in this part because they knew you'd have a difference of opinion, but it's later on down the road, they're like, no, we needed to hear that. No, if we heard that beforehand, things might have worked differently. You're seeing this. You're seeing this inner conflict here. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. Right now, you having a difference of opinion isn't going to change what's currently happening right now. But down the road, I feel like you're feeling more valued. Like, all right, right now it's okay. You know, right now it just is what it is. I can't change the current. But down the road, and I feel like you're connecting to this. Down the road, your opinion is not just going to be valued. It's going to be sought out. And I feel like you're getting ready for that. Whether this be one person or a group of people, I feel you're getting along a lot better. I also feel like your opinion is being more pulled in now. Before any big decisions come along the way, I feel like your view of the world, your view of circumstances is very much requested, or what is the word I want to use? Like it's wanted now. People want to get to know how you feel more now. They're trying to pull you closer. How do you think? Why do you think the way you do? What type of things do you see coming forward? I feel like people are looking at you like you have a lot of stable viewpoint to add to the situation. There's a lot more stability with you. And people want to pull that in. People are very attracted to it at this point. Whoever you're dealing with is very attracted, whether it be one person or a group of people. I know I've said that 50 times. They're very, very much wanting to get to know you more. Wanting to understand your thought process. Like, I feel like when study is here with the Knight of Cups, it's what's going on between you and either this person or people. And it's getting to know people more. It's getting closer. I'm not seeing like another big decision coming anytime soon, but you're getting a lot closer with this group or person. And I feel like this is changing the dynamic between you and them. This is making things a lot easier for you, and in effect also making things a lot better for them. I feel like this is a much better situation after this has gone through. So it's a little rough here for a moment, and I understand that the direction chosen is probably not the one you would have chose. But the divine guidance, I feel like this is what they're saying they're leading to. This is creating a new situation. It's the next phase where you become more of a more important part, or a more recognized, a more respected, a more listened to part of the situation. Are we good? All right, I think we're good. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that helped. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.